You're shooting people.
Mm-hmm.
Blowing their heads off. Shoving your dick down their throat.
Yeah. Yeah. You can watch me over at youtube.tv. / dicks down throat. Oops.
Oh, I saw this.
So what?
Is this legitimate?
What's
This
like?
laser keyboard?
What do you mean?
I thought it was just joking.
Wait, what? Did you watch the whole video?
No.
Oh. It's an optical keyboard.
That's so
So it has
excessive.
it has analog input almost. Analog-like input.
Okay. That is cool. The pressure sensor one, essentially.
Yeah.
The distance sensor. That one, if we could have that, that would be amazing for racing games, for anything.
Yeah. In general, it would be nice.
I saw there was some engineer that did a video where they did that. They modded a mechanical keyboard to use a different type of switch that used electromagnetic forces, and so you could just basically sense the strength in it as you pressed it down, and he was able to get and then mapped those buttons somehow to a controller input, so he was able to actually create a gradient input. Oh my god, it actually works in game?
Mm-hmm. It's a real thing. It's a clickbaity ass title and video like thumbnail, but it's a legitimately interesting video.
Well, his voice, I guess, also caught me off guard. I thought he was doing a, like, over-the-top voice.
What, Luke? This guy just gave me an AR suppressor.
As in he died, or he just like
Yeah, he
ran
died.
up to you?
Under the scans! I'm so happy. He tried to fucking jump me. I thought I heard somebody and I was like, man, maybe not. Because my music kind of sounds like people walking around me. And then I turned around and it was very much a dude.
I had that experience. It was raining, and I don't know, I ran and I got into a house in the middle of fucking nowhere somewhere, and I was sitting there looting the bottom, and it didn't seem, it wasn't blatantly looted, and I was like, okay, and I thought I had heard a noise at one point, but I was like, I'm also, there are other things happening. It could have been, someone walking in the house that I heard in real life. But even so, I was like being careful, and I like peeked up the stairs, and a guy just shotguns me in one headshot, and I was like, oh, I did hear him.
He had the jump on me and everything. He had AR suppressed. But he missed his shots, and I ran out of the house real quick and baited him into a situation where I could fight him. And now I have an AR suppressor in his hands. You can watch on YouTube the for realsies if you want. There is a live stream going. It's gonna be a little bit of a long one.
Well, that is actually super cool.
It is. It's pretty legit.
You just go all the way back to old school Hall effect switches that have to have giant, thick keycaps and that are very tall and just... Man, analog inputs would be baller.
Mm-hmm.
I think at one point I set up Shadow Play to stream to YouTube, but it like makes a video.
On your YouTube channel?
It makes a video every time you upload when you finish uploading. So if you like turn it on and off for any reason, you suddenly have like a bunch of videos. I think they're private, but...
Yeah, they're like unlisted or private, but... Yeah, it's like a VOD recording system.
I've seen that comic that you posted in Discord before, but it's still funny.
Goodbye, you little shit.
Suddenly, you'll find the kid really quickly.
Nah, probably not.
I dropped into military yesterday, and there was 3 people, including me, in the entire island for some reason.
That happens.
It
People
wasn't that
start
bad
to avoid the
playing.
places they think are death sometimes.
Yeah,
Like, you
that's
get a
true.
game full of tryhards and they're like, no, I ain't falling at school, no, I ain't falling at military. And then those places are just completely unlooted.
Me and one of the other guys dropped into 2 sides of the same building. And it was a very big building, and it turns out I got the good side because it gave me an SKS and an M16, and it gave him a revolver.
A dick butt.
So I'm sitting there like sneaking around terrified, but then I see him run out and I'm like, he doesn't have shit. Blat, 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 blat. I have a sex message. From whom?
This is when it's dead.
Well, it was Mom.
Rip.
Shows me for just casually using sext in place of text.
Now you've got mental images to deal with. Could be potentially scarring for life.
What's another scar on top of all these scars?
I'll throw another piece of plywood at your head if you want.
Fuck, dude. There's, like, the tree branches are hanging real low. Because of, I don't know, fucking shit. And one of them is hanging low right in front of the walkway. And Dad's been like, as long as they can walk under it, it's fine. Well, recently it started hanging too low to walk under, and I came in one night and it was dark, and I just fucking slammed my face into it. And it like poked a hole in the side of my head. And I was just like,
damn it.
God damn it, Dad. You just fucking...
Wrecked by inanimate objects, dude.
I didn't even have a chance.
Not even close, dude. Oh, fuck. Where are the people? Solos are always so quiet.
Oh, have you seen the video on PUBG audio distances?
Mm-hmm.
It was really interesting and useful. Because the sounds to other people sound very different to you. And most sounds in the game seem to drop off after about 2 meters. Um, but it like gave some rough estimates on how far you can hear someone running and crouch running and crouching and crawling and stuff like that. But one of the things that's interesting is that the chute sound when you land, the loud, I don't know, unfurling or whatever, can't be heard by almost anyone else. So that's why when you land and you're like, oh, I didn't hear anyone, and then someone's in the next house over.
Where are the people? Are you a people? The hero? You've got to be the people. Oh yeah. The fuck was that? Get fucked. Get fucked. I just won.
Hell yeah.
I was looking for him and looking for him and looking for him and there he was. I found him.
Rad. Oh, I wonder what my solo statistic has dropped to. Oh, yeah. I'm 42,000 now. I used to be 19,000.
My stats are way worse than that. I'm not even top 100k anymore. Like, I'm super low. I don't play like at all.
Do you have to play frequently?
Yeah.
To do it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So it's not just how good you are. I guess that makes sense if you weighted on the frequency of playing.
Yeah, you can't
I mean,
just
someone
sit
with
at first.
Yeah, you can't win one game and then be like, oh, I'm at a 100%. Well, do you want to keep playing after that?
If you want to play some PUBG, we can play some PUBG. I'd be down to play some other stuff too. I just didn't really feel like playing anything super survivally by myself.
Yeah.
So I was just shooting people on this, and I was playing a couple rounds of H1 earlier too.
Oh my god.
Felt pretty good. I dinked a guy out of a car, and then I fucking 1v1'd a diamond guy who, like, jumped out of his car, tried to fight me, and then realized that it wasn't going 100%, but, like, he had the advantage. Like, he wasn't gonna kill me. I kept ducking behind and kept re-gearing and shit, but, like, he would, you know. He had me lower than I had him, for sure. And he knew that, so he pushed me, and then I double-tapped him with the shotty. And I was like, feels good, man. Like, two guys pushing me with cop cars, both of them dead, and then I get fucking grenaded.
Shotguns in this game are really powerful. I was driving, I guess, a little too close, and somebody on one of the bridges was camping the bridge, and just as I drove by, he one-shot S12K'd me. Just out of the car. And it was like, oh, well, I guess I should have just driven away. Well, do you want to play something like Gauntlet or something else? Or Miscreated or something? If you would prefer.
Doesn't really bother me. I'll play a couple rounds of this and then move to something else if you want. It's up to you. If you want to play this, I'll play a couple rounds. If not, we can go play something else.
I went to bed after playing this last night, so I don't really care one way or the other. I don't know. Sure, let's play a couple rounds of this.
Okie dokie.
There's so many games for sale that I want to buy right now on Steam, but I also have so many games that I want to play outside of it.
That Reddit meme is back. When you find that one Steam game that you're like, oh, I will totally play you. Oh, I will love you forever, and I will add you to my life. Oh, I already own you?
Almost every single game on my wish list is heavily discounted. Like, god damn it.
What's on your wish list?
Well, some of the time I just put stuff on there to keep track of it, but Fury, Rising Storm 2, Ori and the Blind Forest, Abzu, Hollow Knight, Kona, Dark Souls 2, Abduction, Inside, No Man's Sky, Condemned Criminal Origins, Elite Dangerous. Oh, actually, Condemned's $5. I have to buy that. I actually have to buy that.
Toot.
Anyway. Oh, I should... Ready. I wish you could... Because Condemned Criminal Origins was probably... I don't know. I have very fond memories of it. It's a brutal horror game. Fucking Hotline Miami's $2.05. I don't know, there's just way too many good games that exist. There's also so many fucking... zombie games.